Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there.
Oh.
Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, we're walking in on this Friday, the day we like the best because we get to sleep late in the morning. How about that? How are you, Pat?
I'm looking forward to that, Stephen.
Stayed over there.
And I got some double trouble for you today, man. I got some backup.
Oh God, you have found the need to bring reinforcements again.
Yes, I'd like to.
We can't have a one-on-one contest here, right?
I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Harry Bond.
Good morning, Mr. Malone.
Oh, Jesus. You've engaged the liberal wing of our radio station.
I figured it'd be fair for y'all two to team up on me because y'all think alike, you know.
I think this is a case where you and I are going to get harried.
Is that what it is? Oh,
yeah, I think that's really
sides.
what's going to happen. Right?
Yeah, you swap sides now. He's on my side.
So are you live streaming?
Yes, I am.
You are. I noticed Packy left the room, so there's no way I can be on camera. I think that's intentional, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. We don't want to hurt our ratings. No, I kept him on asking if he would, and I told him I wouldn't pick on him, so I ain't gonna pick on him, even though he dresses funny and he drives a Prius. I'm not gonna. Anyway, he went to the meeting last night. I didn't go, and Rebel Boy, Harry, Crybaby, Snowflake. Oh, I'm just reading the comments. Okay.
Why?
I'm just reading the comments. Good morning, everybody. But anyway, he went to the meeting last night. They had the TVA meeting over in Hayesville. You said over 300 people, but I didn't know that a lot of folks listen to my show that don't listen to yours, so I thought we'd bring that on over. You could talk a little bit about the meeting last night.
Well, a lot of people listen to our show that don't listen to yours, so that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Yes, there was an estimate 300 people signed in, but there's a number of people did not sign in. So estimated about 350 people showed up.
Right.
Now the format, and this is going to be the exact same format next Tuesday night at the Towns County Rec Center, is that they bring about 20 TVA people. There's engineers, and they set up stations around the room with all of the various options here for this project. And so you get, you have small groups and you can go from station to station, but that way with 10 or 20 people in a group, you have a better chance of asking your question than you do in a big group of 300.
So now, did you go to each station?
I kind of wandered around seeing what the crowd was asking and, you know, what the feelings were. Naturally, everybody that's there is very concerned about some of the potential negative effects of a drawdown on the lake.
That's a given, but I didn't know if the different stations, the different ideas they had to fix this lake.
Right. Each one was.
I mean, do you remember any of the actually talking about draining the lake for 8 years? And do you remember the different stations, what they were talking about?
Yeah, basically they have like 4 main options. Where one of them involves building a brand new spillway and shutting off the old one. A hybrid of that is building a smaller new spillway and rehabbing the old one so it could be used in emergencies, and so forth and so on.
So what is the timeline on, like, if they build a completely new spillway? Is that the one where they drain the lake down for 8 years?
No, actually building a new spillway and shutting off the old one only has a 4-year time frame.
Okay.
So, and there's one that's a hybrid of rehabbing the old and building a small new one that looks like, though I can't explain it, has the potential of keeping the summer pool up higher than they're currently projecting.
So that's the one they're talking about with the cofferdam.
Well, all of them, I think, involve some type of cofferdam.
Right.
But they can't leave the lake levels up even with a cofferdam, because then what if you have a big storm and it goes over the cofferdam?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Wear a life jacket. That's what I say. Just
There
wear a
you go.
life jacket. So now, okay, so if they build the cofferdam, I mean, okay, what is pretty much the idea of how short the lake can be pulled down, drawn down, the least it can be drawn down? Do you know which plan that would be?
The shortest one looked like 4 years, but even the one that had a maximum of 8 years, they're saying that they have worst cased it, that if everything went wrong in the construction, that it would take 8 years. The reality is they could beat that figure.
So they're thinking 4 years now.
For one of the options, yes.
But okay, I guess what I'm asking is which one will keep the lake levels up during the summer months and then drain it during the winter months? Is that which one is the lead one right now? They really picked out any?
None of them are going to do that, Stephen.
Well,
none of them are going to leave it at summer pool.
The one that comes the closest to what you're asking
Right.
is known as option E, and that's the one with a new spillway and rehabbing the old spillway. Now, again, I'm not an engineer, so I'm just repeating what I heard.
Right.
But there, as you know, and the majority of the people that were there last night were either property owners around the lake that have moved here, or the businesses that could be affected, restaurants, marinas, et cetera, for tourism.
Right. Well, that's a big thing,
Yeah.
So you're saying they're going to drain the lake regardless. How much are they going to drain the lake if they do the copper down? E. Section E or door E.
Any of the options that for safety, they say they have to go 10 feet below the winter pool, and the winter pool is already 10 feet. So that's a 20-foot reduction.
So they're still 20 foot is what they're looking at.
Is what they're looking at, although there is some potential that for the months of May, June, and July that they can bring the level back up somewhat. Now, I can't tell you how high, but above the 1908 level.
Right.
Okay, that's what I heard.
Okay, last night. So
yeah.
What are you hearing, Pat?
I'd listen to what Harry said. He was at the meeting. I wasn't. So
yeah, I wasn't. I didn't go either. So we're having. When is the next one going to be?
Tuesday night, 5:30 to 7:30 at the Towns County Recreation Center.
Brad Alwan says anybody more concerned about their financial investment than they are the safety of the townspeople shouldn't even have to have a say at the meeting. Safety should be top priority. I'm with you on that, but we live on this side of the lake, Brad. We live up here. Yeah, I think safety is a concern. I mean, I really do. I think safety is a big concern. Everybody's concerned about this. Of course, now did they say about how? I mean, it's not like, the possibility of this is not high. It's not like at the top of the list. It's just a possibility, and they want to do damn maintenance. So it's not like it's just going to blow out.
Well, what happened not long ago? Hurricane Helene that wiped out Asheville and that area. It was originally the tracking was to hit us.
Right.
What do you think it would have done here? It could have been a catastrophe,
right,
to our own dam. So, I mean, that should be right on everybody's mind that this almost happened not long ago.
I keep going back to the fact that they're saying, it could possibly, could something happen, but it's not like
you sound like Pat Malone.
I mean, am I right, Pat?
Steven, they haven't, at least to my satisfaction, been able to quantify what their risk tolerance is.
The risk tolerance, yeah.
So
if it's 1 out of 1,000 or 1 out of 100,000, that's an entirely different situation.
Right.
Well, what was the risk tolerance in Asheville and Swannanoa, where it's done billions of dollars worth of damage and people are homeless? What was the risk tolerance there? But it happened.
That was
it happened.
A dam broke there?
Harry, I'm not sure you understand what risk tolerance is.
Who, me?
By asking that question.
Well, how do you know when it's gonna rain, dude?
You don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. We do know when it's gonna rain. We see all the airplanes start flying across.
They do have 80 years of weather history to go by.
Yeah, we know what that happened up there, but yeah, the risk tolerance for this lake is not very high, though. I mean, the risk that they're worried about is not like serious at this point. The way I understand it, is it not?
Okay,
I think it's very, very infinitesimal.
Can't even say that word. Say another word you can pronounce.
Yeah, it's very small. How about that? Very small.
Yeah, small. Let's do small.
So, Patrick, what's the possibility of you dying in a car accident, if you didn't have a seatbelt on?
Oh, y'all are redirected.
There is a greater possibility if I don't have a seatbelt on.
Okay.
If I do have a seatbelt on, there's still a possibility.
But you plan for the best safety you can do.
No.
What do you think, Pat?
you do a cost benefit analysis to decide what is the best safety you can do.
What does Packy think? Packy's reading the YouTube comments,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing that pigs are flying in hell that is frozen right now because Brad Allwine is agreeing with Harry Bond. This is a beautiful moment.
Oh man,
Brad's my buddy.
yeah. Golly, this is a mistake. So we got the other meeting coming up. Tell them when that is.
Tuesday at the Towns County Rec Center, 5:30 to 7:30. Since it's a drop-in, you don't have to be there at 5:30. Whenever you get there, there's going to be people waiting to listen to your questions.
There you
Harry, that one's going to start a half hour earlier.
Is it? Thank you,
It's
sir.
5 to 7.
Oh, because they know that Stephen Phillips will be late.
I showed up there last night with my pitchfork. Of course, I ended up over in y'all got a nice jail, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's a nice jail.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
There was plenty of law enforcement
Yeah.
around the perimeters. And
I appreciate Randy Cook for
Sure.
come signing a bond.
Sheriff Mark Buchanan
have-
was there. And
Good
yeah,
to have friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, one more thing.
Hey,
before we go.
I saw your buddy Cliff Bradshaw there. He came over.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He taking any pictures?
Oh, Stephen, stop it.
Speaking
Quit
of,
it, buddy.
speaking
Okay,
of
okay.
speaking of pictures, you can see pictures of the crowd on the WJUL Facebook page, 97.7 The Lake.
Right.
Yep. You see Jeff Batten's report there.
With Harry Vaughn's name up at the top.
I just
Oh, yeah. We got to get to break. Before we
you
go,
do.
though, well, before we go, Raised Right Lawn, that is our YouTube guy right here. He posted a comment right here. He says, Pat, let's end the week with a positive note saying you love Donald Trump.
This is where you run, Harry. This is your chance to get out of here.
Harry, would
So
you like
I'm
to
just giving
would
you
you
a
like
warning.
to end on a positive note
Well,
and tell everybody
I
how much you
think-
love Donald Trump?
You're walking into it, Harry. Just leave.
I think what's more important is for you to talk to Packy about the new Pope and get his impressions.
We'll
and
talk
feedback,
about the Pope
okay?
when we get back. How about that? Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah, we'll talk about Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right, folks, we're going to take a break. All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there. We've got a new Pope, Pope Leo XIV.
14th.
What now? I can see you.
14th.
What?
Those are Roman numerals for the number 14.
Oh, is it? He's the 14th Pope.
Yeah, it's not a word.
Oh, is it not?
The
Okay.
14th Leo.
XIV, I guess.
No,
that's right.
not talking about the astrology thing. It's the name. Like,
But
I'm
that
a
ain't.
Leo.
What's it? He's like from Georgia, right?
No, he's from Chicago.
What's it, Chicago?
Guess
Oh,
you got to give him credit for making it out alive, right?
what's his real name?
Prevost.
Why they change his name to like Leo, Pope Leo XIV?
You get to choose the name that you wish to be called. when you're
Really?
The Pope. Yeah.
Oh, I would have went with Elvis. Man, you can get all kinds of cool
Saint
stuff.
Elvis.
Elvis is not in the list of possible names.
If I'm
Yes.
the Pope, I can choose any name I want to choose.
No, you have to stay within the guidelines here.
You get all them cool. You get all them cool car tags and keychains and stuff. With your name already on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to think
Yeah.
ahead. I understand.
Actually, there is this. I looked that up. Just I typed in Saint Elvis. Apparently, there is a Saint Elvis. Saint Elvis, Pembrokeshire from Ireland.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. He could. I guess he could have.
Come on, there's no Irish person named Elvis.
Ah, it's on the internet, man. It's true.
Is this guy
yeah.
Irish?
Okay, so it must be true.
Is this guy Irish?
I don't know. I know he spent a lot of time in Chile,
Chile?
Peru.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. That really makes
He's a dual citizen. He's a
Yeah.
Peruvian citizen as
Right.
well as the U.S. citizen.
Well, now I
Very
understand.
intelligent. Speaks 6 languages, I think. Right.
Yeah.
I understand that actually the black guy. What's the black guy's name?
Reverend Ray Sisman. I don't know who you're talking about.
No, the Pope. They had a Pope. That was the leading the thing. They were looking at him. He's like black.
You tell me. I don't know what.
I don't know these popes.
Well, why are you talking about it then?
Well, I reckon he was in the lead. He was in the lead.
No.
Oh,
That guy
no,
was
wait a minute.
never.
He wasn't.
That guy was never in the lead in Las
What is
Vegas.
What does the lead mean? Even
Everybody was voting for him, and they took a break.
everybody was voting for him.
Wait, just let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
Okay, so they were actually had the most votes before they actually cast the votes. You know, they go around, you're gonna vote for me, vote for me. I want you to vote for me. I'll give you a car if you vote for me, that kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
So everybody's like, okay, we're gonna vote for him. So they went ahead and cast their votes, and then they took a lunch break and went and got pizza. And during the lunch break, the Postal Service dropped off 3,000 absentee ballots, and then this Pope Leo won.
That's interesting.
Are you sure there wasn't a water break in the Sistine Chapel?
Well, they went to eat pizza. I don't know, but that's what I'm.
No, I think they had a water break, so they had to take all the press and get them out of the Sistine Chapel.
So you might know more about it than I do.
Yeah.
And then the absentee ballots come in, and here we got.
This is the reason nobody comes on your show.
What do you mean?
There's people out there in our listening area now that are going around spreading this stuff.
You don't think I'm just
And
give it 30 days?
It's not exactly time to fertilize the field yet.
Give it 30 days. Well, now this guy's actually a Republican. That's something I found out. Y'all gonna argue that?
Hey, popes they don't belong to parties.
He was a registered Republican. Check it out. Google that, Packy. You got all the Google stuff over there. And he's for open borders. Why is he for open borders?
How can he be a Republican and be for open borders?
That's just what I come up with here on the
Yeah,
teletype.
I know. You got to stop looking at cat turd and the like.
Okay. Packy, are you Googling that? He's Googling it.
I don't see anything about him being a Republican or
Go to
Thank you.
cat turd. Go to cat turd. Yeah, go to cat turd. So what does this mean now? He's like an American citizen. He's the first American pope we ever had.
Actually, popes aren't, they're not American or Italian, or they just are popes.
Oh, they're popes. So when
they don't get a hyphenated name.
What does that mean? Hyphenated name? They give him some numbers.
Okay, yes,
African American.
Pat, he did vote in several Republican primaries. So
Okay, that does not make him a Republican.
Well, you're right about that.
He was in Illinois, and they have open primaries.
So now is he conservative? I mean, that's the thing about, the popes, like you get liberal popes and then you get conservative popes, and they're like, okay, you can do this, and you can't do that. One thing that I hope he don't do, and man, this is one thing that I've always kind of held against y'all Catholics, because in school we always had to have fish sticks on Friday, and I hate fish sticks. Are they going to bring them
that's
back?
going to be a rule across all America. No meat on Friday at all. Yeah.
So he's going to
do.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done.
That's going to get passed the same day they pass the daylight savings time across all America.
Man. I just hated fish sticks on Friday. I said, why we got to have fish sticks on Friday? And they're like, well, them dang Catholics, we can't have no chicken sticks. We got to have fish sticks. Y'all still do that? Y'all think y'all do that no more? Do you?
What?
Yeah.
Fish? You're supposed to eat,
especially during
Lent. You're supposed to only eat fish on any Friday, not just dinner.
I know what I'm saying, but y'all changed that, did you not? Because I know we started having like different.
The only time it's mandatory is during Lent. Fridays in Lent.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. It's an option for the rest of the year.
Northeast Georgia ESA says fish sticks is amazing. Yes, amazing. You wonder what's in them things. There definitely ain't no fish.
Maybe a little more stick than fish.
That's what I'm thinking.
But they're good with a lot of sauce on them, right?
Yeah. That's what y'all have to get sauced up for. Y'all can eat them stupid things. Yep. So anyway. Packy, you're not weighing in on this too much, son. Are you afraid you're going to get excommunicated?
I think you're handling it pretty well.
Oh, okay. Just don't
fish sticks and
don't.
You pretty much covered it. Yeah. And black smoke. Yeah, pretty much.
That's all he knows about Catholics is fish sticks.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then we're going to say, well, I eat bacon and that's about it.
Y'all can't eat bacon? Surely to goodness, y'all can eat bacon, can't you? Y'all can eat bacon. Not on Friday.
It's not on Friday.
Okay. A lot of rules, man. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Anything else we need to know about the Pope?
I think you covered it, bro.
We got it. All righty.
Yeah, move on before we get excommunicated here, will you?
Can you get excommunicated? You're not. You're not.
You?
No, yeah, they can. We can get churched. They call it churched.
Churched, okay.
Yeah. If your hair touches your ear, then there's sin in your heart. That's what they say. What?
That's the silliest thing I ever heard.
Oh,
There's
no,
a lot of women that have sin in their heart. Then,
no, I'm
right?
talking about men, man. I'm talking about men. Yeah, men. If the hair touches
okay.
your
So
ear,
the
then
length of your heart. Then how do they reconcile that with all the pictures I've seen of Jesus?
well, that nobody knows what Jesus looked like.
But there's all these pictures of people,
That's
and
not
he's always got long hair. I've never
who,
seen him with a buzz cut.
who has seen Jesus other than dead people and the people that were there back when he was alive.
Wow, you know me. I'm just asking, Stephen.
I'm with you.
I'm just saying.
You know, they actually, if you go back and look at the time where he was born and the people in the race and that kind of stuff, he looked nothing like that. None of the people looked like that.
Well, wait a minute. How do you know that?
Well, you just go back and you
You
look.
just said you can't have an idea how he looked.
You can't. You
Like,
can't.
look at how he looked.
But there, I mean, y'all ain't following me on this. If you go back,
You're
I mean,
right. We're not.
Okay. I mean, it's like when you got a bunch of rednecks sitting in a room, okay,
Yeah.
and a Yankee walks in, you can see him immediately. You know he's different. But I mean,
No, you don't see him immediately until they open their mouth.
No, you can tell the way they walk. They walk.
I mean,
different.
the Shroud of Turin was, preserved, and I think they can have some kind of idea, right? I mean, there's like imaging they've done like
How do they
imaging.
know
There's because there's like imaging formation, and they did the
I
blood
know that,
stains
but how
and
do
the
we know that
radiocarbon
was
dating,
him?
because they kept really good records of stuff.
Oh, okay, got you. That's why. Yeah, okay. That's why y'all was arguing about all the different Bibles yesterday. I got you. I'm with you. I don't think nobody knows what Jesus looks like. I really don't.
Well, wait a minute. I thought you did,
You just said
based on other people.
Well, in the timeline, yeah, I can understand what he might have looked like. But I don't know what he looked like. I'm gonna meet him one day.
I thought you said that fairly definitively.
We know he's white. That's all, pretty much.
Do we?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
He says, "I am what I am." Remember?
Yeah. What did
Okay.
that mean?
Well, it's the pronunciation of the words. I am what I am. Right? Okay. Oh, well, we got to get to another break. We've been running these breaks wide open, plumb plast and right around and all the rest of that good stuff. So anyway,
No, we haven't been doing that. You might have been doing that, but not us.
Packy don't want to talk about the Pope for some reason.
I'm answering. Like Pat would say, "You're sideways, bro."
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get to a break. All righty, we're back with you. Hang in and hold on. I reckon these tariffs ain't working. The tariffs are not working. They're not working, Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it. I apologize.
What are you going to? You're going to show me the UK agreement, and
They got an agreement with the UK.
we have the outline of an agreement. The details do come later,
Oh,
but there's no real big change there, is there?
they've got a trade deal. How about that?
We got a trade deal that with a country that provides 3% of our imports.
But they're first.
Okay, good.
So who's
Happy.
last is going to be left without a chair?
I'm happy. Let's have a balloon launch, right?
Yeah, we can do that if you want to. I don't think you can have balloon launches anymore because all the EPA bunch.
Yeah.
Unless China sends it, and then you
Well,
can just,
China can do it. So you don't see this as any kind of anything. You just think this is just nothing,
No, I didn't say it was nothing.
right? I mean,
I think it's a good deal.
right.
So I think there could have been a different way to get there, but that
Well,
really
What would be
really
the-
is unknowable.
what would have been your way of getting there?
A more diplomatic approach would have been at least a little more comfortable.
I mean, just saying, hey, you have 10% on us, we'll put 10% on you, and they say, oh, we don't want to do that. Let's go to the negotiating table, and they talk it out, and then they have a good deal for everybody.
Yep.
Sounds like
Okay.
pretty good negotiating to me.
All right. So
But you're
in
right,
the
it just
process,
now
was
looks
it
like-
in the process? Was it important to put that on a country like Brunei?
Do you think they would
in the
have?
150 other countries that he did it to?
Well, yeah,
I don't know,
that's
but I would say that he probably is a little bit smarter about this kind of stuff.
Good for the
than
goose,
you
good
and
for
I.
the gander. Let them all. Yep.
But the question is for you though: would they have come onto to the negotiating table without the tariffs? Do you think they would have done that? You think the UK would have?
As I said earlier, I think that's unknowable.
Yeah, it is. But they're there, and it worked out. So far it's working out. It looks like India will be.
So the ends justify the means, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Well, I know you say that, but
I
I'm
mean, you know,
Packy.
It's working. If it's working, we've
Yeah.
been trying the other your way for the last how many years? It ain't working.
Yeah.
It's working now.
Okay.
Let's see what else happens. You're mad because you're wrong.
I'm not mad. Jeez, I'm not
Calm
mad.
down, Pat. It
Oh,
looks like
I'm getting assigned all these emotions, and I'm none of them.
what do we get from India anyway? I don't know what they bring to the table. What does India bring?
Tie-dye shirts.
Oh, yeah, we need them.
How would you have the Grateful Dead if it wasn't for India?
I thought that was a hippie thing.
We get a lot of pharmaceuticals,
Where-
diamonds, engineering goods, electronic goods, and you're right, tie-dye shirts. That's number 7.
Wow, yeah, you're
Just
See? What can I say?
other notable exports, telecom instruments, and
Yeah.
they have our call centers over there. For the car.
yeah, that's the thing,
car
man.
extended warranties
Press
and stuff
one
like
for
that.
India.
We get customer service, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like, ooh, this is English. Yeah.
Your business is not verified.
If you send us $20, we'll send it back to you. Three.
Press 1 for English.
Yeah, yeah.
I am Henry. Henry, your name's not Henry.
Oh, looks like Letitia James, the FBI has opened an investigation on her. So look like what do they call that? Karma? I think they call it karma. Don't they call it karma, Pat?
Karma, what? When it comes back to haunt you?
Yeah.
What's coming back to haunt her?
Yeah, all of her illegal activities that she's been doing. Yeah.
Well, why hasn't she been indicted?
Well, the FBI is investigating it now.
Oh, okay. This is another one. The truth will come out. Okay, got it.
Yeah. I mean,
Did you not see where they opened a formal investigation into her? But yesterday,
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they? And have they indicted her?
Doesn't an FBI investigation?
I mean, it takes a
Come
day or
first.
two, don't
I
it?
mean, when did they open the? How long has it been going on? I thought it was been
22
going on
hours.
since. What?
22 hours. 22 hours.
Okay, all right.
So they should. I mean, you open an investigation, then I don't understand your question, Pat.
Alleged
It
mortgage
wasn't a
fraud.
question.
Well, they've indicted her. Well, they
Hey,
just
Wait a minute. They opened an investigation on her for mortgage fraud
Mm-hmm.
that has nothing to do with her. Stephen categorized as illegal activities with the president.
What was it? What was she with him? Wasn't she the one trying to get him for mortgage fraud or whatever it was?
Pretty
No.
much. Yes, she was.
Yeah, she was the one
Was
doing.
she the one that the bad loans?
Yeah,
She was going after him because he put down a bad personal evaluation on a
Oh.
piece of property. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The judge actually did what she was accusing him of doing by saying that property that he owned was worth less than the vacant lot down the street. So actually,
Like
he
$2 million bucks.
He did what he was saying that she was accusing him of doing.
and she's doing the same thing, and she don't even live in the state that she's attorney general in. Is that? And I think there's a problem with that too.
Like
I think she's got a number of indictable offenses based on your private eye work here.
Yeah, private eye. Yeah, private eye.
the
Stephen Phillips.
referral mentions another property James and her father purchased where they falsely label each other husband and wife. So she's saying allegedly that that her husband or her father was her husband.
And
But that's not all that usual around here. I mean,
No, I mean, come on.
are
all-
y'all serious?
it's all relative.
Maybe,
Well, I
maybe
just-
she's not from New York. Maybe
Y'all
she's from
think-
West Virginia.
Yeah, you think just because we're rednecks? I mean, come on, man. Hey, what about Judge Jeanine? She's gonna be the U.S. Attorney General in Washington D.C. You like her on Fox News? You know Judge Jeanine?
I do know who she is, and I think we need more TV personalities in the administration.
Well, now she wasn't a TV personality to begin with. She seems pretty smart to me. I like her.
That's a good endorsement.
Well, I mean, you hear on what is she on?
I would
Five?
rather have TV personalities as people in Trump's cabinet than I would just career politicians. Like a
Yeah.
TV personality is more of a job than a politician who's never created a job
I
or,
don't know,
or
man.
produced anything or it just lived off your taxpayer dollars. That's not a real job. I'd rather have more anything else other than that. Any job.
I mean, golly.
Besides garbage men, Stephen.
What about? I mean, what about
So
Reagan?
all
Was
those
a TV personality?
Yeah, Pat.
all those teachers are not real jobs because they're living off of government taxes.
What about Reagan?
What
Reagan was a
about
TV
Reagan?
person. He was a TV personality.
Teachers actually do something though. Like I wouldn't mind a teacher doing it. Just because I'm not saying just because you're taking a
Okay,
government paycheck. I'm saying
taxpayer-funded
government
jobs that
paycheck.
do something are
You're-
okay.
You're
Is that what
taking a
you're
government
saying?
paycheck to tell people what to do, write a bunch of terrible laws, and then insider trade to get rich, and then that's not a real job.
No.
Is that a real job, Pat? I'm asking.
I, if you say it's a real job or not a real job, I'm okay with that. Just
Oh well. Hey, I don't know about this. It says the brother of the newly elected Pope Leo XIV, who made history as the first
the
American.
14th, Stephen.
Okay, the 14th.
Yeah,
His
thank you.
His brother said, "There's no words. There's just no words." That worries me. That really worries me. I mean, it looks like your brother would at least get your back. Oh, he's great. He's wonderful. But he just
Did you watch that interview? It was actually hilarious. Did you see the interview with?
No, I
his brother?
didn't. I just
he's
got
talking. He's like, "Holy cow!" It's like
we're rich. We're
thought
rich. We're
You
rich.
thought he was Harry Carey, huh?
He said,
we always made fun of him for being the holy one. It was a hilarious interview. It really was.
now we're rich. He's loaded. We're loaded. They have a yard sale or something. Yep. I'll be all about that. What? Hey, Bill Gates said he's planning to give all of his money away. In 20 years, he's going to give all his money away. Reckon any of us conservative, redneck, Trumpers will get any of that?
Isn't Bill Gates the guy that wants to reduce the population?
He's the guy that wants to block the sun too, ain't he?
Yeah, I was wondering because when he said he's going to give all his money away,
Yep.
he's going to focus on things that save children's lives. How does that equate that Bill Gates is the evil one who wants to control population, and yet he's donating to all these causes to make sure that children grow up?
What is it? Were they wagging the dog or wagging the tail or something like that? Look at the right hand while the left hand's choking you to death or something.
Okay, so he's funding longevity programs while killing people on the other hand, huh?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
You know how that works.
I need
Don't
to
pay
clarify.
attention to this. Don't pay
You
attention
know,
to this over here. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna give
have-
a little money to y'all.
I have train tracks up here, and my train needs to stay on the track. So
Oh, yep. What are you gonna do? I reckon Pete Hegseth, he's ordered all transgenders to exit the military, so they're out of there. What are we gonna do now?
well, the court said that he could do that he had that power.
Yep.
Was that judge that ruled that? Was that one of the lawfare judges, by the way? I mean, aren't all the judges evil?
pretty
How
much?
did that one slip through the screening process?
Every now and then a blind pig gets a worm. So
Stop it.
oh well. Hey, I reckon Alan Jackson last night got the Lifetime Achievement Award. That was something. I'm a big Alan Jackson fan. I didn't watch none of that. I kept up with what's the fat guy that raps? What is his name?
That guy who raps. We need more information than that.
Jelly roll.
Jelly Roll. Yeah,
How did I know that? How did I know that?
You've been hanging with him too long, Packy.
Yeah, he's like, I
Rubbing
can't
off
believe
now.
I'm sitting here beside Alan Jackson, man. He's tweeting all this stuff as the night's going through, and he's hilarious. And he said, if y'all are missing us, we're backstage smoking weed. Oh, got to leave it to Jelly Roll. But I'm telling you, man, Alan Jackson, and I feel, bless his heart, he's got his that disease that is a family disease where he's losing his balance and losing his legs and that kind of stuff. But he is the real deal. Do y'all think? I mean, you like Alan Jackson, Pat?
Yes, I do.
Hey, Kim knew who Jelly Roll was. Yep. So anyway, good for him. All right, I guess we need to take another break according to what my machine says here. What are we gonna give away?
Let's see. What do we have here? How about some pizza? We haven't done a pizza in a while. Papa's of Hiwassee, Murphy, and Blairsville.
There you go. We want to thank Georgia Mountain Grading for this next part of the show. Family owned and operated, good people, and they can save you a lot of money. So, and I reckon they're working for Packy over there.
They're supposed to be coming out there, I think, this weekend.
There you go. So we got that going. We'll be back on the other side.
And now back to the morning dish.
All righty, we're back with you. What's the question of the day?
Since we just had an election of the Pope, we're going with papal trivia.
Going with what?
And the papal trivia.
Papal.
Trivia about the Pope.
Papal? What's a papal?
Okay. The question is, what is the longest papal election in history?
I like how you just okay. Anyway, you're just like
What the heck's a papal?
Sometimes you just got to ignore them.
What is a papal? You saying people or papal?
means relating to the papacy. What's a papacy?
Okay, what is a papal? What's the question?
What's the longest papal election in history?
Okay.
How long was the longest papal election in history?
All right. First of all, we got to Google papal. What is a papal?
Most of your audience knows what papal is. It
Well, for
refers
all-
to the Pope and things about the Pope.
Okay. Okay.
So the
His
longest
service.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay. Give us a call, 706-379-9770. What are they going to win?
Hey, we've got a gift certificate for some Papa's Pizza.
Papal pizza.
You're an idiot,
I
Pat.
tried.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Anyway, we got a call. I can't keep all this stuff up, so we don't care, do we? Man, I actually seen two people yesterday with one of them face diapers on or face mask.
Hey, hang on. Mark Scott, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Are you a papal?
No, but I was listening yesterday.
Yeah.
And Patrick and Harry had a caller
Yeah.
that explained things very clearly.
Okay.
And the longest election was 2 years, 9 months, and 2 days.
Dang, you're good, buddy.
2 years?
No, I wrote it down because I knew it'd be a trivia question someday.
Oh, that's cool. Where you calling from, man?
Young Harris.
Young Harris, we're glad you called. You working there? What you doing?
No, I took the R word a couple of years ago, so I don't do much anymore.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you sound young, man. You sound young. So you,
Stay busy.
yeah, well, that'll work.
I've got that Papa's Pizza gift certificate here for you. Swing by and pick it up.
Awesome. I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, man. Thank you for listening. All righty. Yeah, I seen with them face masks on. I seen a couple people with face masks on. One was driving a car by themselves. What do y'all think when you see people nowadays wearing face masks?
I don't think anything.
Oh, you don't? What about you, Packy? You like, dang. Has anybody told them that the
Well,
war
wait a
is
minute.
over?
Wait a minute. Japanese people have worn face masks for years. Does anybody think that's weird?
Well, it's not like the medical looking kind.
What kind is it? What looking kind is it?
Them geisha girls you're talking about that puts all that makeup on her face? What are you talking about?
Your train is off the track again, Steven.
I'm just saying, when you see somebody out wearing a face mask, I'm like, what the heck, man? I mean,
So you're judging people by their looks?
I do that. Do you not?
You do that, don't you?
I do that. I think
What does the Bible say about us judging people?
well, I don't tell anybody. Everybody does it. Like
You
first,
just told people all over the world.
well, I'm just asking you. Ain't nobody listening but us.
Okay.
You're like, oh, I don't think that. What do you think, Packy? I mean, when you see somebody with a face mask on,
I think I guess maybe that they're sick. I don't know. I mean, some people wear them, I guess, because they could be sick or doing chemo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of if you want to do
Or
that,
maybe they're on chemo.
don't tell
you
me
know?
I have to do it. You know what I mean? Like you want to do that, do
well,
it.
what
But
about okay?
I
Tell
don't care. What difference does it make to you?
well, what was it you said about people with purple hair? I mean, I know you judge them.
That purple hair is different. Okay.
Why is it always purple hair? Why can't it be?
No, there's blue,
Oh, there's blue hair. Well, that's
turquoise,
well, now blue hair. That's like
sea foam. You know, there's some different shades of liberal hair. Yeah.
oh, is that liberal hair? There we go. We got it. That's the first thing you think.
Now they got the diaper and the liberal hair now.
you know, driving a Prius. Come on, Pat. You judge people too.
No.
You judge people too.
I choose not to participate in this.
You always
silliness.
be like, first, you know, that's the thing. Fist bumps is the worst thing in the world. I think fist bumps are terrible. They brought fist bumps in because used to you could shake a man's hand and right at the get go, you'd know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because if they give you a hand,
So why did we shake hands, Stephen?
to make sure we didn't have no poison.
But I'm with
No
you as far as the
no weapon.
Whatever.
the limp fish handshake thing.
Yeah,
though,
you know this dude right here.
You shake. I ain't buying a truck from that guy.
He's gonna be
Yeah.
wearing
Yeah,
he's gonna be
Yankee.
dyeing his hair purple, and he'll probably have a face mask on when he goes home. Honestly, and now you do fist bumps, so you don't know. You don't know. You can't judge somebody from a fist bump. Except me, and I always
That's-
just grab their
That's
fist. and shake
probably a good thing for you. You can't judge somebody.
them.
That would be a good New Year's resolution for you.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to the thrift store in Blairsville, the Habitat for Humanity Restore. They got the $1 day happening right now. So anything $9.99 and under is only $1, $10.99, $10 and over is half off over there at the Restore. So let's do them a little shout out there so I can get some good deals.
Yeah, that's kind of what he does. He covers it
I,
up.
I have, Packy, I've noticed you do that, and the day prior you were at the store getting all the good stuff, right?
Well, I mean, this job has its perks, It's
Yeah.
health insurance, so you got to take what you can get, right?
All righty, dadgummit. We love all you folks out there with purple hair and face masks because we wouldn't have nobody to talk about wasn't for that. So I guess till Monday morning, bright and early. How about that?
That sounds good to me.
All right, folks. Y'all be good. I'm going to try to get Casey Push back on. We ain't had him on in a while. Maybe I'll get him on Monday. Pat,
Sounds good.
you look like Bill Clinton, man. I'm just telling you. I'm so
I
sorry.
still don't have a cigar, Stephen. In spite of your promises, I don't have a cigar.
William.